All right, I'm excited to get to know more about this foundation. I know some of our viewers right now have participated already in
Yeah.
this runathon, but what made you originally set out to do this, and why raise money for kids?
Yeah, so about a month ago, I kind of had the idea to make a t-shirt, a flat in the curve t-shirt, because I thought it was something that people could get behind. And I had a lot of free time on my hands, and I was just like, I might as well do something good with it. So yeah, made some t-shirts, raised about $600 by selling those. And then I chose No Kid Hungry Foundation to donate all the money to, because my aunt, who's a school teacher, kind of brought it to my attention that these kids who rely on meals at school were having trouble getting them. So yeah, that's why I kind of chose them, and then it kind of took off from there.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's done all the graphics. I have no idea how he does that stuff. It looks great. But yeah, as far as the Renathon goes, I had just seen several different efforts from people I know, people I don't know. And I'd seen a lot of 5Ks. And when I first came to Jack with the idea, I was like, oh, we should do a running event. I think I first said 5K, and we both kind of like collectively agreed that we wanted to do something unique and do something a little bit different than just a 5K, like Jack said, that would just be a one-day event. Because obviously, especially just like two kids trying to get this started up, it's hard to get the word out, hard to promote it. So we thought, okay, let's do it over a span of a few days, and we ultimately just decided Friday to Friday. So yeah, it was kind of just a couple of smaller ideas that built up into where we are now. So it's been really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't believe it. So we started having people put up unbelievable numbers, like 20 plus miles a day. We've had people consistently do over 15 miles a day, and most of them it's legit. Most of them are tracking this on an app or their Apple Watch. Yeah. So we kind of threw out a marathon. This was the biggest shocker to us, is we kind of threw out a marathon challenge. Just we're like, people are crushing it. Let's see what we can do here. And literally the next day, a girl, Kiara, she crushed it. Woke up, ran a marathon, and we assumed like someone could probably do it like by walking / jogging the whole thing, but she did the full 26.2 miles in 4.5 hours with a 10.5 minute pace. And I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. I mean, like, people train months for these things. I mean, I don't know if she had been training for another marathon, but that's crazy.
Yeah, so after this week, it all happened so fast. It's hard to know like where we're gonna go when we kind of wrap up the event towards the end of the week. Definitely, I think both of us are looking forward to seeing what we can do after the event. Maybe it's not necessarily like the flat and the curve event or another virtual runathon or running event, but definitely expanding the brand and continuing to find other causes and different areas of need and trying to help out in that way. Optimism that comes from it, knowing that you can have an idea about creating a hypothetical running event, virtual runathon, and then a few days later having 500 people participating, thousands of dollars donated. So I guess it was just like a glimmer of hope in a pretty bad time for a lot of people, but just being able to know that you can have an idea and run with it and do a lot of good. I guess that would be my biggest takeaway, as well as just feeling so overwhelmed by all the support that we've received. Like, it's just been so cool to see all the different people that have contributed to help us be where we are right now, starting just off from obviously Jack's great efforts towards the t-shirt, and then our little idea of a event, and it kind of spiraling into this. It's been really cool, as well as I learned how to use Excel, so that's been a good takeaway too, I guess.